Face Off Generation Nation, you already know who it is. It's Video Game Dad back again. Got 4 new matches on the card. I don't want to waste no time. Let's get into it. Alright, let's jump right into it. We have Eddie Guerrero versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. The votes came in. Y'all voted that Eddie Guerrero would win. Over on our Facebook page, Face Off Generation, as you know. We have Earl Tate III stating, because it was a 2 out of 3 falls, he said the first fall goes to Eddie by holding the bottom rope. Then he goes on to say that Ricky would win the second fall. But then the third fall would definitely go to Eddie, as he has an exposed turnbuckle, forcing Ricky the Dragon Steamboat to hit it. Then he turns around, hit the frog splash, 1, 2, 3. I see that happening. But then let's go over to Amazing Red versus Lio Rush. Not a surprise that Amazing Red came out the victor on that one by 3 points, 3 votes, y'all. 3. That it was real close. Then we had Edge versus DDP. I know I posted that up, but I think nobody really cared about that match, so it ended in a tie. And then we also have the main event with Shinsuke Nakamura versus HBK. Votes came in, and that was a tie. I was kind of surprised it was a tie. It was a tie. You know, everybody had a chance to vote. It was a whole week, and it still came out a tie. So, with that being said, anytime that there's a tie here in Face Off Generation Nation, we usually go to the computers. We either play it on Fire Pro Wrestling, or we'll play it on WWE 2K19, because I was not going to get 2K20. Now, if it was on sale, I might get it. If it was like, you know, maybe 10, 15 bucks, maybe, you know. But, again, it came out a tie. So, next week, next show we're going to do, we will have 2 matches, computer simulation, DDP versus Edge, and Shinsuke Nakamura versus HBK. Let's get into today's matches. We got Johnny Gargano versus Buddy Murphy, and we're using both NXT. So technically, this isn't a generation. This is actually NXT versus NXT. I mean, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, the man can actually wrestle his butt off. This is one of those guys I could definitely say I would have loved to see face Daniel Bryan, you know, in his prime. But I'm not going there. I'm not going that route. No, I'm going Johnny Gargano now. Johnny Gargano, a man that his whole demeanor, his whole wrestling persona has changed so much over the last 4 years. This dude is nuts. This guy definitely could put on a show. This guy can actually wrestle. Big props to HBK, who was underneath, who was just, you know, taking underneath his wing. But Johnny Gargano was there at the very beginning. So the man definitely put on good matches with, you know, his former tag team partner Tommaso Ciampa. This man put on a hell of a match with Aleister Black, even with Adam Cole. Baby. Anyway, let's talk about his opponent. Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy, what there's not to say. This dude surprised me. I mean, when he came back, I was thinking, okay, they're going to put him with another person to team up. But no, this man came back ripped. This dude definitely changed his wrestling style. Completely different. Completely different dude. Um, One of the things that stuck out with him was that he was able to go on without his former tag team partner. He was able to keep it marching without Alexa Bliss. This man put on 5-star matches. This guy was a beast, and WWE let him go. But that's another topic for another story, another time. Buddy Murphy, like Johnny Gargano, had an amazing match with Aleister Black, which is probably his highlight of his career in WWE. Um, Good matches with Rey Mysterio, good matches with Seth Rollins. But the thing that actually he has over Johnny Gargano is his power. But the problem with this match is that you got technicality with technical wrestling with Johnny Gargano. You got a force with Buddy Murphy. In my book, I really want to give it to Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy definitely showed me something different out of his career. But if it's a straight up 1-on-1, no run in or anything like that, that match would definitely have to go to Buddy Murphy. I know a lot of people were saying, well, Johnny Gargano could win, and he could. There's no wrong picks in this. So the way I see it, it's going to be a barn burner. But I'm sticking with Buddy Murphy. You guys tell me, let me know in this match. Billy Kidman versus Xavier Woods. Now, I don't know if Twitch caught my video, but we're going old school. We're taking WCW Billy Kidman versus Xavier Woods of today. Billy Kidman, what there's not to be said about Billy Kidman? This man, I do believe he's a former World Heavyweight Champion. He's a multi-time Cruiserweight Champion, multi-time Tag Champ at the time at WCW. The man had faced the likes of Kevin Nash, the likes of Jeff Jarrett, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, even Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, the whole lineup over there at cruiserweights. So the man definitely got speed. The man definitely have gone up against his fair shares of giants, even big names. So he can definitely take it to Xavier Woods. Just mentioning those names alone, Billy Kidman definitely got the speed and the high flying down pat. But he's going up against Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods of New Day. Xavier Woods, a 7-time tag team champ. I do believe it might have been 8 now, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But the thing about Xavier Woods that he has over Billy Kidman is that Xavier Woods actually had amateur style wrestling. He definitely had that background. A lot of people may not know he actually wrestled Cody Rhodes as an amateur style wrestler at the time before even doing TNA or NXT and all that stuff. So, but also we gotta keep this in mind that Xavier Woods is actually going up against another tag team specialist. So this is kind of going to have to show what both men could do. Now, I mentioned the people that Billy Kidman going up against. Xavier Woods going against the likes of John Cena, Bobby Lashley, even I do the the Wyatt family, and even bigger giants than him. Um, but in my book, I really want to give this win to Xavier Woods because I do believe he has more of the wrestling background, and he also has ring awareness. A lot of wrestlers, some wrestlers don't have. People that have ring awareness like HBK, uh, Eddie Guerrero, those guys have ring awareness. Xavier Woods have ring awareness, you know. Billy Kidman, he definitely don't have it, but he also has the heart. It's not. I'll say like this: Xavier Woods would win by the skin of his teeth. I know these two faced off against each other before. Scott Hall versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. WrestleMania, we all witnessed it. I mean, for those who were there. But think about it this way: because it's face off generation. How about we take that same Stone Cold Steve Austin and put him up against Razor Ramon? We're not talking about Scott Hall. Scott Hall had, I hate to say this, and I don't mean this by any disrespect. He was damaged. Like, he was damaged, you know, from the drinking and the drugs and stuff like that. Razor Ramon wasn't. Razor Ramon had the energy. Razor Ramon had that impact. Razor Ramon had almost like 5-star matches, you know. Razor Ramon could have been world heavyweight champion. Scott Hall, not so much. I mean, the man was a U.S. champ, but Razor Ramon could have been definitely world heavyweight champion. So, with that being said, these two go at it. Stone Cold Steve Austin of 2001, 2002 versus Razor Ramon, the man that went up against Shawn Michaels twice in a ladder match, the man that is going up against Bret Hart. You know, who would you think would win in that match? Now, a part of me wants to say Stone Cold, but a part of me wants to say Scott Hall has just that much in the tank. Because remember, Stone Cold was on his way out. Right? So, if you got Razor Ramon, a man that has nothing to lose, not anytime soon, going up against a man who's ready to bounce, who do we think will win? I just want to say Scott Hall has just that much to win. But also another part of me saying, I think Stone Cold is still stomp a mud hole and walk it dry. I just don't know. I just don't know. That's up to y'all to let me know who y'all think y'all got in this. Alright, so I said there's 4 matches, and this is the last one, and this match is a steel cage, straight up one-on-one, no running. Jon Moxley versus Tommaso Ciampa. I'm gonna have to give it to Ciampa because, to tell you the truth, I never really seen Jon Moxley in a cage match, or even Dean Ambrose at the time. You know, if this was a straight up hardcore match, yeah, I would definitely give it to Jon Moxley. But because Tommaso Ciampa is dangerous inside a cage, he's a dangerous person in closed areas. This man, he's gonna fight you. He's going to use every part of that cage to make sure that he wins. And then also, just like Edge, you know, he'll take an opportunity and run with it. He will run with it, you know. And I'm not saying it because, you know, I like Tommaso Ciampa, because he's not my favorite wrestler. Like I said, if this was a straight up like hardcore match, oh yeah, Moxley win all day, every day. It's just something about Tommaso Ciampa makes me say, yeah, man, I bet my money on him to win, straight up in a steel cage. And there's nothing wrong with picking John. I mean, I'm pretty sure John would win. It would take more than a paradigm shift to put Tommaso Ciampa away, because we're talking about Tommaso Ciampa, you know, the man that said F you to his friend, and almost, I think he said F you to his wife too. Yeah, but the mind games would be there all day, every day. So, but I'm still gonna pick Tommaso Ciampa to win this one. Tommaso Ciampa, John Moxley, steel cage. Who do you got? And those are the matches for this week. Next month, like I said, we're going to have the Shawn Michaels versus Shinsuke Nakamura, PC versus PC, Edge versus DDP, which I'm kind of shocked that no one picked in that match. I don't know if Facebook didn't pick it up, or I probably didn't hit the go for button, but I'm pretty sure that it was there. So we got 2 matches at least next month to be prepared for. So get ready for that. Also check me out over there at Twitch. Hopefully you get something going there. But other than that, thank you so much for rocking with me over here. I'll see you next time on the next episode of Face Off Generations.